Hello, everyone. I'm coming on this video to lay it down, to share some truth that you probably don't want to hear, to wake you up, to shake you by the collar and say, hey, you're playing small. You're not stepping in to the person that you've wanted to be your whole life. You're playing small. Let's be honest. Most people are working a job they hate. They're fat. They're not happy with their health. They're not happy with their body. They talk negatively about themselves. They talk negatively about the world. Look, you don't have to settle for that. This video that I'm going to share with you today is how I make $30 an hour without even working. How you make money is really important because we need money to live. Most of us are struggling with money. We're blaming other people that we don't have enough money because we're playing small. We haven't stepped into our greatest potential. We haven't created value for others. If you don't create value, you're going to be broke and poor the rest of your life. You need to create value. You need to be a valuable person. And value is dictated by what people are willing to pay, what people are willing to spend. Your value is dictated by whether you have money in the bank, whether you're making $30 an hour with working hard or not working at all. And what I'm going to share with you is exactly how I've done it. Now, this is going to change your life. It's absolutely critical that you follow along and you learn what I'm sharing because success leaves clues. If you want to be poor and sorry and broke and making excuses for yourself your whole life, go right ahead. Click off of this video. Ignore the truth, but I'm leaving a breadcrumb trail for those who want to learn how to be empowered, how to create value, and how to make some freaking money. Because most of us are blaming the government or blaming this person or that person or this institution or blaming your trauma patterns or blaming your parents or you're blaming somebody. You're blaming somebody for why you're a poor, sorry person sitting on your ass doing nothing, creating no value for nobody. It's nobody's fault except your own. You are the only one who is responsible for stepping up, making a difference, creating value, being a valuable person, providing something more than just feeling sorry for yourself. So many people are playing small, feeling sorry for themselves, and it's not acceptable. It's absolute bullshit. And if you're somebody who feels sorry for yourself, wake the fuck up. I'm going to share with you right now how I make $30 an hour without working. Breadcrumb trail. You're going to follow it. Success leaves clues. And I'm going to drop the clues for you right now. Let's get into it. I love this stuff. I'm made for this stuff. I was born a badass. I was born an entrepreneur. I was born to struggle. I was born to suffer and rise. I was born to be traumatized and beat down and rise. I was born to be born with nothing and create something. I was born to figure it out. I was born to work hard. I was born to do something different, think different, be different, act different, and get different. And that's why I have the results, because I'm willing to do the different thing. Okay, and here's the breadcrumb trails right now. I have 4 points that I'm going to share with you how I make $30 an hour without working. Number one, let's talk about the math. Last year, I made $850,000. Okay, if we divide $850,000 of revenue in 1 year by 365 days, that comes out to $2,300 a day, approximately. Last year, I made $2,300 every day, 7 days a week, 365. That comes out to about $300 per hour. Okay, so if we're working 8 hours to make $300, what do you think it feels like to make $300 every hour, 24/7? Well, that's what I've created, making $300 an hour every hour, 24/7, while I'm sleeping or not. Okay, so I make a lot more than $30 an hour. The reason I say $30 an hour, because that's the slave wage kind of terminology. When you work for yourself, when you provide value, it takes the glass ceiling off your life, baby. It makes you unstoppable. You don't want to live with a glass ceiling on your freaking life. You're the only one who's leaving that glass ceiling on your life. Okay, making $300 an hour every hour, 24/7 is what's possible when you get out of your complacency, when you do something valuable for people, when you create value. Okay. Number two is how much I work. Okay. I work about 2 hours per week. All right. Now, there's more involved than just 2 hours, but the basic foundation of how I generate money, how I create money as an entrepreneur is I work 2 hours a week. 1 hour a week, I'm doing my live stream in my Raw Vegan Heroes membership. Yes, because I run a group coaching program. Group coaching is the most important and most powerful business model in the world today. And if you are not studying group coaching, you are sitting on your ass, you are snoozing, you are going to be left behind. Group coaching is incredible. It will set you free, but only if you learn about it, because it truly is the path for the average person to create incredible wealth. Coaching is one of the most important industries in the world today. Coaching is literally going to take over the world. Coaching is AI proof. Coaching is future proof. Coaching is allowing you to share your passion and share who you are and get paid for it. Coaching is getting paid for who you are. That's what coaching is. Do you want to get paid $300 an hour, 24/7 for who you are? Well, that's coaching. So I do 1 hour a week doing my live stream in Raw Vegan Heroes. The other hour a week, I record videos. I choose just one platform. Look, if you want to make money online, you choose one audience, you solve one problem, you have one offer, and you use one platform to do it. That's exactly what I've done. I've focused on only using YouTube as my primary platform. I do one offer, which is my Raw Vegan Heroes. I serve one audience, which is fat, sick vegans who need to detox their body and feel better. Okay, which is really the majority of people. And even though my membership is called Raw Vegan Heroes, people would think it's for raw vegans. It's for people who need to freaking detox, lose the belly fat, get lean, feel good, detox their bowels, do a juice fast, reset their health, reclaim their life. Raw Vegan Heroes is transformational. And it's completely transformed thousands of people's lives. And I work 2 hours per week. Now, I do a lot of private coaching as well. Okay. So I didn't include that there, but people book deep dive sessions with me, which is my 1 hour call. People book my 12-week program, which is 12 weeks of private coaching in a package for a discounted price. So I have private clients. I have lots of private clients, and I do private one-on-one calls with many people. But that's variable and it depends on who books and all these kind of things. But how much I actually work per week is only 2 hours. I spend 1 hour making videos and I spend 1 hour doing my live stream into my group coaching program. Now, number 3, I want you to understand, I'm going to drop a breadcrumb right now. You need to pay the fuck attention to what I'm saying. Okay, group coaching is the answer for your sorry ass. If you're working a shit job that you don't like, if you're broke, if you're fat, you need to stop. You need to get out of your complacency and be the person that you've always wanted to be. Look, when you close your eyes and you picture your higher self, you're not fat, okay? And you're not a sorry slob sitting on your ass working a job that you hate. Do you know how many people I talk to that say they hate their job? Thousands and thousands of people that I talk to that are in jobs they hate. Why are you doing something that you hate? Because you haven't learned about group coaching. Group coaching allows you to get paid for who you are. Group coaching allows you to express your personal perspective and get paid. Group coaching allows you to pursue your passion and purpose and get paid. Group coaching is the highest form of personal development because for you to have a group coaching program, you can't sit on your sorry ass. You got to do personal development work. Most of all, you got to get out of your own way and you got to do something meaningful. You got to figure out how to serve people. You got to use your brain. You got to use your mind. Look, if you use your body, you're going to get paid a minimum wage. If you use your mind, you can lift the glass ceiling right off your life and start a group coaching program and get paid real money to be a real person in the real world and be the person you've always wanted to be. $30 an hour 24/7 is just the beginning. That's only 1/10 of what I make. 1/10. If I can make $300 an hour 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you can do 30. Imagine this. My Raw Vegan Heroes program is $89 per year. Okay, that's about $7.49 a month. So $89 per year for my Raw Vegan Heroes membership. Okay, imagine for you to make $30 an hour for 8 hours, you would only have to sell three $89 programs per day. You'd only have to sell 3 per day, and that would be the equivalent of earning $30 an hour, 8 hours a day. You'd only have to sell 3. Why are you not doing that? because you feel sorry for yourself and you're not paying attention and you're not following the right people and you're not following the breadcrumb trail. Success leaves clues. And if you're not following the clues, you're going to stay a sorry ass sitting on your butt being broke and pretend. You're pretending that you don't know the answer because the answer is right in front of your face, but you don't want to step up. You don't want to be the better person because it's scary, because you like binging on junk food, because you like being fat, sitting on the couch, whatever damn reason you use to be an excuse for yourself. You're just a pitiful excuse of self-deprecation. Don't be that. Don't be a pitiful example of self-deprecation. Don't do it. And the reason I say this is because so many people. I talk to thousands of people who are just sorry for themselves, pretending they don't know the answer. Now, number 4 on my list, get support, get mentorship. No one ever transformed alone. You're not going to transform alone. You're not going to be the person you want to be alone. You're not going to get the breakthrough alone. Nobody does. Nobody ever has. You want to hear my number 1 piece of advice for somebody who needs a breakthrough, who needs to make more money, who needs to get off their butt and do something of value and service and get into alignment? My number 1 piece of advice: get mentorship. I invested in mentorship for 5 years straight. I invested probably 500,000. Yes, $500,000 I invested over the course of 5 years in mentorship programs, in masterminds, in educating myself, working with coaches, learning marketing, learning coaching, learning the strategies. I invested money that I didn't have. I would scrounge, I would scrimp, I would save, I would beg, I would borrow. I would do everything it took in my power to purchase the support and the accountability I needed, because I wasn't going to sit on my ass and be sorry. I was going to get off my ass and figure it out. And that means I had to go into debt. I had to borrow. I had to figure it out. And that's what I did for 5 years. Now, all these years later, with the success I've had, I've been running my group coaching program 6 years. I made $850,000 last year. I started my business mastermind mentorship program in 2023, 2 years ago. I decided I was going to open up my life to support other people with the real transformational knowledge, the mindset support, the leadership training, the education on where to start, how to develop your voice on YouTube, how to use YouTube for free advertising, to invest in create your own business. I teach people the basics and foundation of group coaching because this is what I've learned. I've mastered group coaching. It's incredible. My business mastermind is my service work. I've been paying it forward. What I recommend is that you join my business mastermind, figure out how to get the money. Don't sit on your butt and feel sorry for yourself. Get into a mastermind. Now, my mastermind is really incredible because all of the people in the mastermind, currently we have about 165 amazing, blessed souls in the mastermind. They're all intentionally there. They've all paid the money to support each other, to be part of the mastermind, and to share their journey, to learn together in a group, to share and to support each other. The level of support of the other members is what makes it so incredible. It's bigger than me. Yes, you get coaching with me. I do a weekly Zoom meeting. You can come on Zoom with me and get direct laser coaching, one-on-one coaching. I'll give you homework. I'll give you next steps. I'll teach you everything you need to know about group coaching. But then all the other members are there. And every Zoom meeting is recorded. Now, I'm going to tell you something that you really need to know. This is the bottom line truth. Everything you could possibly need to know about how to start and grow and scale and understand group coaching has already been recorded in our Zoom meetings. We've got 2 years of Zoom meetings. What is that? It's about 100 hours of Zoom recordings that gives you everything you need. You could join the business mastermind, never talk to a single soul, just watch those Zoom recordings and get everything you need to start a business and get out of your crappy job and become an empowered version of yourself to get paid for who you are. It's already covered. Everything is covered. How to start the business, what platform to use, how to develop yourself on YouTube, how to grow a following, how to speak properly, everything you could possibly know. It's there, it's recorded. And you know what else is really incredible? My business mastermind is the highest ROI you're ever going to find. It's better than investing in real estate. It's better than investing in stocks. You know what the rich invest in that the poor and middle class do not? They invest in their own businesses. Learning how to generate cash flow is the quickest way to become rich. Start a business, generate cash flow, take some of that cash flow and put it into investments, and it's going to transform your life. This is what I did. And this is why I've generated $2 million in the last 2 years with my cash flow and investments that I've made. I've generated 2 million, actually over 2 million in the last 2 years by just following that formula of how to do that. Now, a group coaching program doesn't cost you any money to start. It doesn't cost anything to start a group coaching program. It's free. There's no capital investment. You don't have to rent a retail space. You don't have to buy stock. You don't have to have payroll. You don't have to have employees. You don't have to pay rent. There's no product to buy. There's no overhead. There's nothing to spend money on. Crumbs. I'm giving you breadcrumb trails. There's nothing to spend money on. Starting a group coaching program doesn't require money. What it does require is that you learn, that you invest. Oh, you could go to trade school and learn how to be an electrician or a plumber. Oh, you could go and learn how to be a seamstress or whatever type of physical manual labor. You're never going to get ahead. You'll be capped out, glass ceiling. Or you could invest in my business mastermind and learn how to be a coach and learn the roots, the foundation, and the mechanics of a group coaching program. Remember, I made $850,000 last year with my group coaching program. That's over $2,300 a day, which is $300 an hour, 24/7, 7 days a week, unlimited, unstopping, every day, $2,300 a day, every day, over and over. That's the power of group coaching, and it will set you free. I hope this video was helpful. Now, I'm going to leave the link for my business mastermind below in the description or the comments. Yeah, you go find that. The most important thing you could possibly do is click on that link, read what it is, read what's included, and sign the fuck up. Because if you don't invest in yourself, no one's going to do it for you. You're going to sit there and you're going to blame the government. You're going to blame Trump. You're going to blame somebody for your problems when it's really your problem. You've created your problems. You're the one who's not doing anything. You're the one who's feeling sorry for yourself. You're the one who's sitting on your ass. And no one is to blame except you. So click on the link and join my mastermind. And you know what? I'll show you. I will teach you. I will educate you. If you invest with me, I'll be invested with you. I'll be your accountability buddy. I'll be your coach. I'll be your best friend until you reach it, until you reach income with your business. It might take you 2 years. It might take you 5 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Invest in the education to learn group coaching, and it's the only thing you will need, guaranteed. I hope this video was helpful. You know me, I come on here every week and share the truth, the empowering truth of group coaching and what I've done and my stories. And today I was in a feisty mood. I hope that's okay with you, because you know what? The truth just is there for those to claim it, to grab it. And if you don't grab the bull by the horns, you're going to be left behind. All right, guys, peace out. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.